Okay, hello everyone. I'm here in Sydney with my Kali master, Guro Raymond Floro. He's kindly agreed to show a Kali drill or a Kali concept, which I believe will be very useful for everyone who trains Jiu Jitsu or martial arts in general, but especially for us Jiu Jitsu guys. Okay, so before we start, I'll be needing this.
Okay, topic is non-telegraphic striking. We're doing it with knives, but you can always adapt this with your boxing jab, okay? Which is really a bread and butter strike. A lot of people, when they do the jab, they telegraph. They could do the arm action as fast as they can, but it's the body that gives them away. So as an example, we'll just put this helmet on, just stand there, this way, yep. So what I'm going to do is there's a fair distance here, but I will jab Professor Luke in the face, and what he's going to try to do is try to parry or block or evade. Okay, so from here, that's what it's going to look like. Okay, so try to stop me now. So from there, okay, okay, one more time. Okay, that's the type of jab that we're looking at. Now we'll break that down and we'll get drills so that you can do that. All right, so helmet off or okay.
Do I need it?
No, that's fine. Now the problem with a lot of people when they strike, well, any strike, but the jab is a good example, is that they telegraph. And how they telegraph is they give the strike away by actually moving the body first, moving the shoulder first. So they actually jab like that. See how there's a step, or you see them doing this first and striking. So if I'm jabbing you, they'll have to see I'm moving the body first, or I'm leaning first and I'm jabbing. The fact that if you look at my shoulders, if my shoulders does this, see, I'm just exaggerating as well. See, even if you see the weight shift, I'm not sure if you can see it in the film, just even right there, your opponent knows something's coming. They may not know what's coming, but they know something's coming, so they're going to set themselves. Whereas with the non-telegraphic strike, the drill is actually from here. See how my hand moves first? See, I keep my body perfectly still. The hand moves first, the hand moves first, see? My shoulders are perfectly still. When it reaches near full extension, then my body moves, and then I hit. Okay, that's the non-telegraphic strike. The front leg doesn't move at all. See, if I move the front leg, see how there's a weight shift in the shoulders. See, even if I try to, see that you see an initial shifting or a movement in the shoulders, that's what gives it away. Whereas a non-telegraphic strike is just the arm. And you can do this in front of the mirror. See how my shoulders aren't moving? And then in near extension, what you can do is turn and reach. That extra sideways turn gives you an extra foot. So, Professor, if you just stay there, see, from here, okay, if I do the strike, see, I end there. Now I do the shoulder turn, bam, gives me an extra foot. Now what I can do as well is, from here, shoulder turn, the back foot now lifts and boom, moves forward. It's just a constant driving force. The problem with practicing it like this is you will subconsciously still do this. Then you're going to see how the body moves, then the arm moves. It needs to be isolated where the arm moves, then the body moves and leans in. Then if you need it, then the back leg just follows through with a simple step. Now the way I do this and take the subconscious out of it is you can get a belt gi or a rope. Just stand here, Professor. Yep. And then with your jabbing arm, you just put that in like that. And what the Professor does now, he just completely relaxes. Okay. Now I pull slowly. See how his arm goes first. Then he leans in and he steps. That's the mechanics. So what he needs to do is closes his eyes so that as his eyes is closed, he feels the body mechanics of his arm moving, then leaning in, then stepping. He mustn't anticipate it. He mustn't, like, if he feels his arm motion, he doesn't want to anticipate it. He'll need to wait until the cord pulls it. Then he waits until the cord pulls his body. Then he waits until the rest of the body goes. Okay, so from there, that's the motion. That's the mechanics. That's the mechanics. I'll just stand here close enough so people can see. So from there, the mechanics is I'm pulling slowly, arm extension, lean, and if need to, step. And just let your body follow the rope pull. Okay, there and there. Okay, so that's the first drill. Once you're used to that, then what you try to do is from here, I'm just trying to get my feet.
I'm going to pan down a little bit.
What's up, Matt? That's fine. From there, then you do that, see? You do that. It can be from here, okay, from down here, okay, then I strike. Or it can be from up here, doesn't matter, but the key is the hand moves first, then the body. Could be a cross, hand moves first, then the body, okay? Now you'll find that when you do that, people habitually still will step forward. Step forward. I don't want this forward foot to move. So a drill that I like using to prevent that front foot from stepping forward. So a lot of people will still do this, or will still do that and then step. I don't want that front foot moving at all. In fact, I just want the back foot moving. I think they call that shifting as well. So to prevent the front foot from giving you away, so just go on guard. I place a focus smith or a tie pad or a glove, it doesn't matter, or a bag, on top of that foot. Because the moment he shuffled, just shuffle forward, see, that's going to happen. You want to prevent that. So from there, so just jab, good, jab, just the arms. Yes, slowly is the key. Good. If you need to step through, boom, that's it. Good again. Stabbing, stepping through, good. Notice how the front foot doesn't move. And that's how you practice. You practice it slow. You practice it slow. Now, so from now, see, that's what you want. Even further back, now this is kind of beyond kicking range, so just go on, guy. See from there. Oh, sorry, spin out. Okay, so from there, see, that's all you do. Notice how I'm leaning forwards. Bam. Okay. So one more time, try and stop me. See, that's all it is. Okay. But you've got to get the procedure right. Now, try to stop me again. See, again. See, notice he's stopping me now. The reason being, okay, now he won't stop me. Reason being is, when he was stopping me, I was doing this. Bam. See? I was doing that. Whereas when he was not stopping me, I was doing the arm first, then the body. Which relates to the jab. Okay. Now, you overcommitted? Yes, you are, but you are committed, but to hit him, the nice thing is, with grappling, you can do here, then you can go back down and do a takedown. Okay, you can go here, then you can go in, or whatever. Right? Okay.
Perfect. So thanks, Ray, very much for sharing that with us. Really appreciate it. The reason I asked Ray to show that is because, in my opinion, the knife and especially the jab, has a lot in common. And the jab is, again, in my opinion, the most important punch for us as jiu-jitsu fighters. It's all about distance management. So the jab is what allows us to maintain the distance, measure the distance, manage the distance, and the things we learned from Carly, the non-telegraphic nature, the timing, the distancing, all pay dividends that will help us with our jiu-jitsu. I mean, there's a lot more to be said, other things that Carly will help our jiu-jitsu, but that was just one thing that I wanted to share, and I'd like to thank Ray. So Ray is in Sydney. He's available for private seminars. Every single martial artist, especially in Australia, but everywhere, should put on their bucket list to train with Ray at least once. Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you. Thanks for sparring, huh?
Yes, sir.
I'm just doing that. Let's do something. So I'm programming that. Oh, good man. Sorry, that's
No, it's good.